He said something about Knives Out meets Babe. And I'm like, yep, that sounds crazy. And I read it. Of course, I knew it was Craig Mazin, who I think is one of the great writers and can do absolutely anything. And I was halfway through and I'd said yes.
Wake up! Everybody wake up!
We found George on the grass, and he's not moving.
What? Lily, tell us what to do!
Our shepherd was murdered.
Hugh, welcome to CinemaCon. Thank you for being here.
It's my pleasure.
I really feel weird even asking you this because when was your first CinemaCon? Which is
I think it was my first. It's just the one I remember the most. And it was because of the journey getting here. I came straight from India. It was like a 16-hour flight.
Wow.
And I had caught something.
Oh, no.
And it was a really long 16 hours. So it was touch and go there for a second.
What movie was it?
I have no idea. I just remember coming back from the dead.
I'll figure it out. No, keep going. Keep going.
I'm guessing one of the X-Men.
Probably, yeah. Oh, I love that. Well, welcome back.
It's really nice to be here. I've just got off a flight, but I feel great.
Oh, really?
So this feels great.
Another right off a flight. Oh, wow. We keep it
but not a 16-hour flight.
That's perfect. You're here with Sheep Detectives, which I think is amazing. First of all, they played the first preview for this at last year's CinemaCon, and everyone was just like, what is this sheep movie with Hugh Jackman? What's going on? But you got the script, and so you know now kind of what we know now. What was it like getting this story and knowing that you're in it, but not as much as the sheeps?
Right. Well, my good friend Eric Fellner said, he said, I'm sending you something. This is going to sound crazy. Just read it. And I said, okay. He said something about Knives Out meets Babe. And I'm like, yep, that sounds crazy. And I read it. Of course, I knew it was Craig Mazin, who I think is one of the great writers and can do absolutely anything. And I was halfway through and I'd said yes.
Oh,
it was just the best script I'd read.
Yeah.
In maybe ever.
Really?
Like, honestly.
Oh, my God.
It was just beautiful, perfect, funny, touching, unexpected, original. It was Craig Mazin. It was awesome.
Oh, I love that. And then talk a little bit about what it was like, because for folks that don't know, I mean, it's your sheep solving your murder. I'm not spoiling anything by saying anything there. But you basically are having conversations with sheep for most of the movie. So what did they do for you? Did you have anybody to play off of? What was the actual filming like?
No, it wasn't tennis balls. There were actual puppeteers.
Oh, wow.
So I wouldn't get the entire sheep. They weren't inside a sheep completely, but there's certainly the head of the sheep and the mouth. And while they were talking, there were even actors there behind the puppets doing the voice. So I really had something to react to, which I thought was really awesome. And, I mean, we were shooting in some of the most beautiful, idyllic. It was the most beautiful part of England on beautiful summer days, and it was heaven. It was just awesome.
Talk about this, because Craig has done so many great things, but I think this is even a challenge for him. So what was it like on his set? Again, because I think this is a really beautiful film, but also kind of a difficult one to make happen. Like, cause you gotta make it work like 3 times. They got to make it when they shoot with you. They got to make it when they shoot with the voice people and with the After Effects.
Yeah. I mean, nothing really great is easy, right? But I think the threading the needle of this film is finding that tone, finding the tone that is funny, that is also heartwarming and touching, and that you're going to buy into this murder mystery that is going to be solved by sheep. I mean, come on, of course.
Well, we definitely would want to solve your murder. Like, first of all, you're so endearing as the sheep herder.
Thanks. You give it like a solid 20 minutes?
I mean, seriously, we've signed up for many of your movies, sir. I was already there. But did you do any research into sheep herders?
A little.
A little bit. Okay.
Yeah,
not much.
No.
You don't need much.
I relied on my acting skills. But I did hear, by the way, it is true that a lot of shepherds read to their sheep at night.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
And so the idea that George, my character, is reading detective novels because that's what he likes, is actually the kind of thing that shepherds do. Often they're on their own. And I said, this is like this sheep. And he said, no, that kind of thing would happen.
Oh, I do.
That might happen. Like sheep get used to coming up at night and then read and go to bed. All right, off to bed. It's just like raising children.
That feels accurate because I have a dog and it feels like my child. We are here celebrating cinema, and we're making a pledge for everyone to see things in theater. So I'm going to ask you a couple of your concession confessions, if you don't mind, before you get out of here. Favorite movie theater to watch a movie?
It's hard. That's hard. I'm going to say the Roseville Cinema.
Where's that?
In Sydney, Australia.
Love that.
Because that's the first cinema I went to, and it's still awesome, and there's an organ. And they still sometimes have the organist that plays at the beginning.
I love
Come
that.
on.
I dig that. Like El Cap here, they have an organ too. Dig that.
That's right.
Where do you sit? What part of the theater? Front, back?
Front third.
Ooh.
About a third, never further than a third back. It's my eyes.
What do you
drifting to the front.
We all have.
10 years. Decade from now, it's front row.
I know.
But I want to be in it too. I want to be in it.
You definitely immersed. What are you snacking on?
Popcorn.
Popcorn plain.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate.
When I'm doing Wolverine, I don't want to tell you what I do when I'm doing Wolverine.
Do you bring in chicken strips?
No. Not strips.
Oh, whole chicken.
Tupperware, chicken. But I'm on a schedule.
You're on, and you do
I gotta have some steamed chicken and some broccoli. I'm sorry, theater owners.
Listen,
but I make up for it now. I buy a lot of popcorn.
I was going to say, you also sell a lot of popcorn. There's
There you
someone
go.
that got to enjoy you in Deadpool versus Wolverine. Keep eating the chicken, sir. It's great.
Probably a heart attack. Not much of a story for you, I'm afraid.
Unless there's anything out of the ordinary.
Nope, I've looked everywhere. Around the caravan, underneath the caravan.
What about inside the caravan?
Worth a shot.
Nicholas, welcome to CinemaCon, and this is your first.
This is my first.
So
Yeah.
what's it like to be here at the heart of the celebration of moving motion pictures?
Feels great. Feels great. I'm feeling it.
Are you feeling
I'm
it?
feeling the energy. Everyone loves movies here. It's really awesome. I feel honored they brought me, to come and represent our film, and I do feel like we're in such. It just feels like a really exciting moment for movies.
Yeah.
I think everyone is agreeing about that. It just feels like we're on like an upswing, and the last couple of years, very original, cool, special movies have come out, and I hope we're one of them. I feel like we're a movie about sheep solving a crime.
You are one of
I hope
them.
this is what we need in the world right now.
I was just about to say, you're here with one of these things that folks have been craving for, which is original stories and stories that they don't see coming. And we just spoke with Hugh, who plays the shepherd who gets murdered, and afterwards his sheep solve the crime. But you're also on the job with it. So tell us a little bit about your character, because he's literally trying to somewhat help, but maybe he's not as experienced as the sheeps with detective
The sheep
work.
have a lot more experience than my human character has at solving a crime. The movie takes place in this tiny little village, English countryside, sweet little town. I'm the only police officer. I don't solve huge crimes. I'm probably not arresting people very often. So a murder has happened, a man's ended up poisoned. I'm totally clueless as to how to solve this. So luckily these sheep kind of push clues on me and sort of teach me how to do this. Yeah. So I say but I'm very lucky to have these sheep.
I mean, it's very true though, because in addition to that, they can see it from the trailer. You're actually acting with the sheep. And Hugh told us this is a puppeteer job. You had actors, you had people that you were voicing off. Talk about that. That's an interesting acting assignment to play with sheep.
Yeah. It was, so there weren't any real sheep on set.
Yeah.
So a lot of it is here's a stuffed animal version of this sheep that will be in the movie. We're pretty sure it's going to look like this. And they just bring up a stuffed animal head. Maybe sometimes a body, sometimes a full body, sometimes a poster, like a 2D, life's full-size poster of a sheep. So they had different ways of being here's,
your buddy.
It might be this expression, and it might be this group, and it was a lot of imagination, a lot of, thinking about this is how they'll be looking at me, and here's how, it was a cool challenge. But also it was I know these sheep are going to look great and it's all going to work out. A lot of trust.
Also the voice cast that they got alongside it. So these were not folks that you were necessarily working with, but have you heard, have you listened to your now castmates and seen they brought in the big guns on this one?
They brought in the big guns. We have some legends. I mean, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Bryan Cranston. They're both so good in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see, like Bryan Cranston. If it's not, it couldn't not be Bryan. Like he really kills this part, and yeah, great cast all around. The humans, Emma Thompson and Hugh and Nick Galitzine, who's just a hot young fella.
I mean, they're not in this movie though. Like, let me be real. It took me a minute to even realize
Nick.
that's He-Man. Yeah, they changed him up quite a bit in this one. Did you?
He really disappears into countryside English fella. He does not show his muscles too much. I don't think he pops his shirt off once. So that's hopefully people are okay with that. You go see He-Man, come see him here. You'll see all his skin in that one, and you'll see not as much in ours.
It shows the range.
It shows the range.
Yeah, absolutely.
He does clothed, unclothed. He can do it all.
I think this is definitely going to be destined to be some people's like favorite new like murder mystery. Like everybody loves this idea of like Babe meets Knives Out, and like the fact that both of those are hitting at a high level.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite murder mystery movie?
I should think on this.
I can give you a few.
Can you give me a few? Yeah. Because it could like spark
So there's
it for me.
Clue. There's
saw.
also Knives Out. I'm trying to think of a couple other ones. What are other murder mystery? Yeah, Warrior on the Orient Express. Also, what was the one that they just Death on the Nile, Manchurian Candidate.
Manchurian Candidate.
It kind of, I guess. It starts as murder and then it goes into more, but maybe not.
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo. That is a murder mystery.
It's a murder mystery.
Yeah.
It's not as highbrow as the ones you just said, or higher tier, but
No, this is great.
yeah.
Scooby-Doo is iconic
Scooby-Doo.
and classic.
Yeah.
No,
I can't remember if the movie version
The one with Matthew
was
Lillard
good?
and those guys, I enjoyed.
was it pretty good. Sarah
Yes,
Michelle
I
Gellar
enjoyed it.
and-
I didn't
yeah.
say that. I said I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it.
I
yeah.
mean, I enjoyed it, and a
Yeah.
lot of people did, but I don't know if it's winning any Academy Awards.
Right.
But that's okay.
Deserves a rewatch.
But it's
Deserves a
good. It's
yeah.
audiences like it. That's the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
Since we're here celebrating movie theaters, and the whole point of CinemaCon is to get people to enjoy this experience where we get to get into a dark room with strangers and have this communal experience.
Yeah.
I'd love for you to talk about why Sheep Detectives, because it is, I think, one of these perfect movies to watch with other people.
Yeah. I mean, so I watched the movie with just a couple of family and friends, and we were all crying at the end. It's the movie has a really big heart, and I feel like it touches on a lot of things that a lot of movies don't. It's a really earnest film. It's about family. It's about losing someone you love. And I just think it's a beautiful film that it feels better when you can feel that happening around you. When I don't know, there's something, it's great to laugh. You will laugh in the theater at this movie. It's hilarious. And then I think there's some really emotional, like beautiful moments as well that I think you can't feel that at home. Like you can't feel that watching it in your living room. It's nice to feel like a whole group of people just went through something and you give each other Kleenex at the end of the movie as you're walking out.
Yeah.
And rub each other on the back and say, it's okay.
That's
it's okay.
Fair. That's fair.
They're going to be okay.
Lots of lobby comforting. I dig
Yeah,
that.
lobby comforting.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I dig it.
Exactly.
Speaking of the lobby, we're asking everyone, again, because we're Fandango and we love the movie experience, what are your sort of concession confessions? So first one, your favorite place to watch a movie?
Favorite place to watch a movie?
Favorite theater?
Favorite theater?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of weird, but there's a theater in Glendale called the Lamely in California.
Yeah, uh-huh.
It's like not a huge theater, but like there's a vibe about it. And they actually have like some pretty good food.
Yeah.
Sausages, mozzarella sticks.
Is that
like
a go-to for you? All right.
Yeah, yeah. And then in New York, the Village East Cinema. It's kind of
Love that one.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here, and congratulations on the film.
Thank you so much.